Hey everyone, this is AJ with Blackhawk Bushcraft, and I wanted to show you the new BPS Aurora, as in Aurora Borealis. This is the new knife that was recently released by BPS Knives. And for those of you that can remember the BPS Aura, or Aura, perhaps is how it's pronounced, that was released maybe a couple years ago in a limited run of 200 only. This is the Aurora, which is pretty much the same knife, just with some different enhancements. So instead of N690 Bowler stainless, the Aurora is in VG10 stainless. And instead of blue micarta handle scales, the Aurora comes with these very nice green G10 scales. So a more robust, in-depth review is going to be coming on this knife, but I wanted to at least get this out there to show you this knife, which is, in my opinion, probably one of the best knives that BPS has released. I'll be quite honest, I'm not a fan of BPS knives at all. I do not care for 1066 carbon still, and wood handle scales, just not my thing. But once in a while, a company such as BPS surprises you, like with the BPS Aura that was released previous to this version, the Aurora. That actually looked like a pretty dang nice little Puukko. So I wanted to kind of show you this and talk about it. The one thing that I will say, which really impressed me, is that this BPS Aurora is a full zero Scandi grind. Okay, there's no secondary bevel on this. This is full. This is a true zero Scandi grind. And this knife came razor sharp, as I'm going to show you right here. So for an out-of-the-box true zero grind, this little Aurora is plenty slicey, as you can see. Very nice. Okay, enough of that. You don't want to just see me sit here and shred paper with a knife. So the blade itself is 80 millimeters long. The handle is just shy of 4 inches, which for me, the blade length is pretty dang near perfect. I'd probably say that I prefer something just a tad longer, but this does give you plenty of blade to do pretty much any type of bushcraft carving task that you need. And the handle itself, although I do prefer a little bit longer, I find that it does give me a decent purchase. And the G10 is nice and grippy. I don't feel like that is at all slippery. The one thing that I really like about this too is you have no finger guard, just as a knife that works wood should be. You've got these thumb scallops right there, so it's very comfortable holding it in different grips, as well as you can choke up on the knife very well. This is just an all-around pretty awesome little Puukko. In the bottom, you've got a hidden lanyard, or I guess a hidden lanyard hole. And this is the first BPS knife I've actually cared to own. And I'll say the fit and finish on this little Puukko is something else. Very nice. Now, here's where I'll say for me, holding this knife, it does feel a little bit thin in the hand. I think it would be better if they made these scales a tad thicker so that it filled out in the hand a little bit better, at least in my opinion. I like a little bit of a thicker handle. Now the blade stock is 3 millimeters, or just shy of 1/8 of an inch, which is perfect. Now, as far as maybe one other concern that I have, I went ahead and measured the grind angle on this knife, and while it is a true Scandi zero grind, each side is ground to just over somewhere between 9 to 10 degrees on each side, so like an 18 to 20 degree edge. So this is a very thin, narrow Scandi grind. Compared to something like this, which is the Rob Evans FTP, which is 13 degrees on each side. So as you can see there, much higher Scandi grind, much more shallow versus something that's a little bit more robust to give the edge some good strength. So time will tell. Now with it being VG10, I'm not overly concerned, but where it is a more shallow Scandi grind with a 9 to 10 degree on each side, I can tell you that it is not going to be as strong as something like this Scandi grind. But this is going to be plenty slicey, and it's going to bite into wood just fine. I can tell you right now, without really running this through the paces, this is going to be an exceptional carver. No doubt about it. But just for comparison, as you can see here, okay, the FTP fills out the hand very well. So here's the blade length difference. As you can see, the FTP is slightly longer. I'd probably say that's probably closer to, I don't know, I'd have to measure it, but 85 millimeters perhaps. And the handle is quite a bit more robust, as well as the length. You're about a good ½ inch longer on the FTP than you are the BPS Aurora. So yeah, man, if they could make the handle on this knife feel like the handle on this knife, they'd have darn well near a perfect little Puukko bushcraft knife. Yeah, I can't find really anything wrong with it. Again, time will tell if this may require a secondary bevel or perhaps a slight convex to strengthen that edge, but we shall see. At least initially, I'm pretty impressed. Now, it does come with a Kydex sheath. The BPS Aura that was released previous to this version, the Aurora, came with a leather sheath, which I actually preferred. I am not a fan of this clip. It's meant to wear it outside of the pocket or perhaps really high on a belt. Not my thing. But the retention on it is absolutely incredible. You've got no rattle at all. It's very secure. And so you could just remove the clip and wear it as a neck knife, which is probably what I would do. And then it comes with this little polishing rag right here, so that when you get your fingerprints all over the shiny VG10 blade, you can wipe them off. Or if you're not paying attention and you slice yourself, you can clean the blood off of it. And then if you've got a runny nose, I guess you could blow your nose in it. But whatever. Anyways, this is a first look at the BPS Aurora knife. Small little Puukko. It's within what I guess they call their EDC series. Now, I don't really know that I would EDC this. Not me. I mean, I EDC a folding blade that has much of a much better deep pocket carry than I would wearing something like this in my belt. But yeah, well done, BPS. I'd say out of 5 stars, this is a solid 4 out of 5. Now, I would give it a 5 out of 5 if the handle was a little bit fuller, the scales a little bit thicker, the length in the handle a little bit longer, the grind not so shallow. But all in all, you're paying $70 for this knife. And I have no issues with VG10. Now, N6990 Bowler stainless, I think, is probably a tad better than VG10, but VG10 is tried and true. It's not going to rust out on you. It's actually probably more corrosion resistant than N690 Bowler, but N690 I don't find to be pathetic still either. So all in all, man, for what you're getting for $70 in a little fixed blade Puukko knife, which, take a look at this. It makes me wonder, that's a better way to phrase it, it makes me wonder if Rob's FTP served as inspiration for the BPS Aura as well as the Aurora. Pretty dang similar. You can say a slightly steeper thumb scallop there. I don't find a slightly shallow thumb scallop like on the FTP a problem. I mean, both knives feel really good. So if you've always wanted to get your hand on an FTP like knife with continuous curve from belly to point in something that will work wood very well and excel at bushcraft related carving tasks, I really don't think you can go wrong. I'm excited to get out and actually use this and see exactly how that edge will hold up. I will tell you right now, with a shallow edge like this thing is going to want to bite, similar to like my Mora 911. But depending on the application, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You just have to get used to it. Get used to the more shallow Scandi grind than something like Rob's, which I find much more forgiving and easier to navigate. But I love my Moras too. And I think this knife is an exceptional buy for what you're getting. So while this is a great knife, I will tell you one thing that it is not. It's not a Rob Evans FTP. So if you can get your hands on an FTP, that would be my recommendation. But if you're looking for something that might be a little bit more economical, yeah, I don't think you can go wrong. If you've hated BPS knives like me, I guess hate's a strong word. If you haven't cared to ever own a BPS knife because of the range of knives that they have, that they've really only offered in 1066 carbon with wooden scales, I think this knife is going to serve you well. And I would really like to see BPS release knives like this, perhaps in other models, or maybe upgrade this Puukko to something more akin to, you know, this type of a fill with a thicker handle that fills out the hand better and perhaps a little bit longer. But for my medium to largest hands, as you can see here, it's not like holding the, you know, where you can't get a full grip on it. I mean, you can get a full grip on it without even, at least for me, without even really choking up. But if you really needed to choke up, you can do that. So anyways, this is AJ with Blackhawk Bushcraft, giving you a first look at the BPS Aurora. And anyways, leave your comments. Tell me what you think. Thank you so much for the support of the channel. Please like and subscribe. And until the next video, take care. Oh, and before I forget, here's one other thing that I will mention. Ferro rod, 90-degree spine. Okay. Now for the Aurora. Yep. Really, really pathetic spine. If you are looking for a knife with a 90-degree edge like this, okay, you're going to be sorely disappointed. But that's an easy fix. However, it does not come out of the box with a sharp spine at all, so just keep that in mind. Just thought I'd point that out additionally, because I know that for some of you that may be a deal breaker. For me, not so much. It is nice to have a 90-degree edge on your knife spine, but not every company adds it. So anyways, yeah, just thought I'd throw that in as an extra.